Yeah. Oh. It's that time, bitches.
Oh yeah, you want to get some of this? You want to get some of that? I'll have sex with your girlfriend, whether she's skinny or fat. I'll come to your mom's house, and if she's looking fine, I'll take her to the bathroom, and I'll give it to her from behind. Let's do this. Hey, well, I have no idea what just happened. I don't know why.
You're a master of rhyme.
And that's why some people plan things before they go on. See, people think that was planned, and it was not. I just don't know what I just said. Anyway.
We spent 4 hours on this.
I'm in a crippling pain tonight. I have a purple bandage on my... I one of those heater things over my shoulder, on my neck. Such a bitch. But I'm going natural tonight because I'm scared to take more ibuprofen because I'm a fucking hypochondriac. What? Yeah, I'm going natural. Please give me dirty looks because I did something to strengthen myself. I did something that was ballsy. I'm in pain right now, damn it. I don't care. They gave you lots of medication. I've been taking this shit for 7 days straight.
I didn't need it.
7 days straight on this shit.
I didn't need it, motherfucker.
All right. So welcome to Monetize This. Click the like button. Let's just get that out of the way right away. Put the thumb right in the rectum. Guys, welcome to Monetize This. And I got Tommy C here. Jesse is here as well. And we're just we're shitting it up tonight. I got rice in front of me with some soy sauce. I'm going basically
going Asian tonight.
Yeah, I'm going Asian. I'm going sushi without the sushi, you know? You don't really want to eat sushi when you already have an infected tooth. I'm pretty sure the infected tooth I have is from sushi, by the way. I'm pretty sure. You know, get a nice piece of salmon stuck up in the corner of your mouth. What are you looking at me for?
You just talked about how you haven't had any water and everything, and now you're just putting sodium in.
Yeah, I'm having some sodium and some soy, but I'm guzzling water, so it'll be all right.
I haven't peed all day. Where's the salt?
Yeah. Why does my side
Where's
hurt?
the diuretics?
Why does my side feel like death? Oh, my insides are eating themselves. That's what's happening.
Oh, Jesus.
Take that, insides. What's up, Tommy? You sound like you swallowed too much man juice.
I'm a little hoarse.
Yeah.
I'm a little hoarse. I'm getting over my chest cold.
That sucks. You should go over to Dave Vincura's house and have him... Why isn't the chat popping up tonight, by the way? Has anyone else noticed this?
It is.
I noticed that myself.
Refresh it a couple times. I had to refresh it about 5 times.
Oh well,
no kidding.
I've been. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It was when we were starting soon, and it didn't go up until we started the video here.
All night long, it hasn't been up there.
There it is. It's up.
Yeah, it's up now. It wasn't up early. All day, normally, I can see people writing in, I can't wait for 11 hours, you homos. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, usually.
But, no.
This is something on...
I just don't know why. It wasn't working all day. It's funny, though, now that we're using Uvu for our own talk, like, now when Tommy says, like, a whole sentence, like, and then later goes to listen to it, and then doesn't understand why anyone friggin' responded to it, now he knows that he got heard. Now we can actually interrupt each other. Like, you won't be two people talking.
All I could tell you is all the good jokes that I told were cut off.
Yeah.
I was just checking us out. You're right, Tommy. You and I sound like shit, and Joe sounds great.
Joe sounds great. Is it total shit, or is it reasonable?
Yeah, we sound like we're talking through a fucking treble phone, and he's got all this nice, clear, crisp going on.
Yeah,
but like we don't cut each other off. I mean, look, we don't have to. We can always go back, but I mean, the way I see it is, we sacrifice a little bandwidth to have a little normal conversation without cab driver, something like that.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Let's
I agree.
I think the whole
Let's do this.
You know what? It's funny even at the beginning, just because he's like, "You're here,
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this."
By the way, I watched John Cena's match with Brock Lesnar from Extreme Rules in 2012. My God, I mean, I remember at the time thinking that was actually a good match. I'm surprised.
Good match.
I can't believe how good. At the end, Lesnar does some crazy jump off the steps and goes to punch Cena, and instead of like landing in the ring and then rolling over the ropes, he just lands out on the top of the ropes and rolls over and almost breaks his neck. And I don't know if he planned that or not. I don't think he planned that. I don't think you can plan that, what he did. If you watch it, I'm telling you, when we're done tonight with this show, go on to WWE Network for just $9.99 and watch Extreme Rules with Lesnar. They should be paying me. And watch Lesnar. He at the end of the match, not the chain to the head, but before that. The only thing that's enraging about the match is like I know it's a classic good guy bad guy thing, but like he's kicking the shit out of Cena the whole entire friggin' thing. He's kicking the shit out of him, and then he just loses at the end. And it's like, no, he beat the shit out of him, and then he gets FU'd on the steps and loses. But I mean, Lesnar like fucking destroys himself in this match. Like that's why.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So he hit him with the chain, right? He hit him with the chain, and then he did the attitude adjustment.
Go back before the chain. Yeah, he does the attitude after that. But go back before the chain. Then it looks identical to it. Lesnar runs off the steps and then jumps up in the air and punches Cena. But as he does that, he flies out of the ring at the same time and almost breaks his neck. It's like the 5th time now in the last 3 years I've seen Lesnar almost break his own neck. He's landed awkwardly on his head like 70 times now. Go watch it. It's
I remember the first time.
I think he takes legitimacy seriously.
Yeah, I mean, and he also elbows Cena.
Was that WrestleMania 19? Was that WrestleMania 19 when he did the shooting star press?
Yeah, and in this match
that
too.
Was fucking awesome. That you could see him. He's like, I can make it. I can make it.
Right. Well, at least
I remember. I'll never forget that match.
He delivered a headbutt spear
I'll
to the
never
ribs.
forget that match. That match was nuts. I'll never forget thinking that Angle was just a little too far to do the press, and I remember thinking his fucking head was swelling up right during right after the match. I remember holding on to the title, and then before the WWE cut away, and I remember thinking to myself, if this guy, I would not be shocked if I woke up the next morning and found out he died of internal injuries. I mean, he was just insane. Watch that press.
You know what else was crazy? I just was reading the chat on YouTube. We're live on Ustream as well tonight, by the way. But
nice.
Oh, this is funny. Stoner Troy BB says WWE Network for just $10.89 a month. They forgot to add taxes.
Yeah, I was listening to VIP the Blitz show, and they were saying what WWE Network is going to do now is you can either get
you mentioned
the next
that name
6
again
months for $60.
Yeah.
No, or you can. They're gonna start giving you either 6 months for $60, or you can do 1 month for $20. Who the fuck's gonna do that unless you're getting WrestleMania and that only?
You know what I mean? The fucking pay-per-view.
That's crazy.
Well, no, but they're thinking people are gonna actually pay $19.99 for 1 month at a time. Fucking morons.
I mean,
well, that gets you. Wait a minute. How Xbox pay-per-views are $60. That's how Xbox does it.
Well, I mean, yeah, Xbox is like $9.99 a month, but it's I don't know what it's at now, but I think it's $50 for the year. So you pay $50, you got it for the year, or you pay $9.99 a month. But at least that makes more sense because if you don't have a lot of money, maybe you'll go for the $9.99 or until you have the money.
But now supposedly they're going to switch it to fucking $19.99
total
a month.
Oh, a
month. You have they're going to make it so you have two choices. You can either get the 6 month subscription, or you can do it by the month for $20 a month. That's bullshit. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if they find anyone who does the monthly thing, I don't know who the fuck they are.
I don't know. I wanted to find out who they are so I can get their credit card numbers and take like $5 from them every month, and they will never know about it because they're fucking retarded.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know, that whole network thing. The Canada thing, the other countries are probably going to do well though, because they're going to actually make a HD channel in Canada, rather than what they're doing over here, which is bullshit, pixelated garbage.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to actually give Canada a fucking channel that is in HD, and it's going to be it's going to be different. So I mean, and I think it'll do well over there anyway.
I have the NHL network. I have the NHL network, and when I run that thing through Xbox. It is perfect. I mean, it is high quality, 60 frames per second. It's like mind blowing. So I assumed that the WWE was the same way, especially since are we almost like 6 months out from this one?
Yeah.
I mean, how long has it been up now?
Coming up on 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
coming up on 6 months now.
Yeah.
You know, I figure a lot of the issues should be ironed out by now.
That.
It isn't.
It's not that good.
I mean,
it's not at all like that.
Oh, no kidding.
The computer.
Well, I guess I'll just keep streaming it illegally then.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny is now that
I don't know, Joe. What do you think?
What?
Go ahead.
No, you
know what? The PC probably. I mean, that looks great, but.
Yeah, I know the PC looks fine. But I don't know. You know what's funny?
I can't. Looks like shit. I mean.
Yeah, I know. I mean, PS3 is not, and so Xbox too. It's the consoles they can't figure out. That's the problem. Everything else is fine. It's the problem. The problem is the consoles. They just can't quite get that down for whatever reason, or it's the console's problem. I don't know. But no, it's not the console problem because Netflix and all that crap works.
Did it,
But I think it's
it's a combination.
Netflix, a couple years to get it down. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't think it's the console's problem because, like I said, NHL runs flawlessly. It really depends on the server bandwidth and how well the app is actually written. So, I mean, if you chance out with bad coders with the app and you're running slow servers, it's going to look like shit. And it wouldn't shock me at all if the WWE, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, try to do it on the cheap, brought people in there that told them they could do it for less money, and don't put the time and love into it. Let's say the NHL does. In the end, because the NHL, let's face it, for everything they aren't, or one of the least popular team sports. They have been like way ahead of all the other sports when it comes to things like internet.
Right. And
allowing YouTube uploads and just their website fucking kicks ass. There's so much content on there. It's all downloadable. You can use it for your own purposes. And you can upload it to YouTube. I mean, they're way ahead. I think a lot of these things, like just to put Netflix for example, the NHL took a Netflix approach, and that's what the WWE needs to do. And I think eventually they'll get there, especially since so much money's riding on this.
Yeah,
they thought they were doing that, but
they'll figure it. I'm not really that worried, but they'll figure it out. But it makes me, the inconsistency is what makes me mad. But I think they're just doing it on the fly. So because I understand that, I'm kind of giving them the leeway. But you can't really.
By this time next year, we won't even be talking about it.
Maybe, hopefully.
By this time next year.
Now you can.
And in 2 years from now, we'll be talking about how smooth it is.
This time next year, it won't even exist.
Yeah, things keep going the way they're going.
This time next year, I'll be hanging myself in the bathroom. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in just a second, and I'll try to assault one of you guys. We'll be right back.
If you love professional wrestling, you're going to love Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show.
And, of course, you guys are watching Monetize This right now. And, we're all having some fun. I like to have fun. You like to have fun. So I want to tell you about something that's fun for me because they were not nice enough to send me some T-shirts. Check this out. Busted Tees. See that QR code on your screen right now? You can go ahead and open up your mobile phone or tablet. You can scan the QR code. You'll go right to their website. And you'll have a special kind of coupon there where you can get a good price on the shirts. I'll make some money, you'll make some money, we'll all be happy. My favorite one is WWF. I can't stop with that T-shirt, man. The fucking...
the one with the pandas?
The two pandas. Oh, my God.
Oh, that is epic. I think I'm actually getting that.
I lost my mind, dude. I was scanning through all...
That's great.
I was scanning through all their T-shirts, and I'm like, well, which ones do I want to pick out? And I saw the WWF, and I'm like, World Wildlife Foundation. Oh, they're wrestling. Oh, and I lost it.
It's too funny. WWF, beautiful.
There's a ton of these shirts on there, so yeah, go check them out. And scan the QR code right there. That's how you want to get the coupon and the deal and everything. Holy shit, what the fuck was that noise?
I think, no, we lost Jesse.
Okay, holy fuck was that loud?
That's what. Was it loud for you? No, it was kind of just funny to me. Actually, I can add him.
Oh, you go ahead and add him, because I got too much shit going on over here.
Oh, okay. I can take care of that.
Anyway, click the link, and
so,
by the way...
Todovich is home. Todovich is home dipping out on us, I guess, huh?
Probably.
Oh, sorry. There he comes.
Damn, those
Jesse's back.
Those sound effects are incredible. But anyway, scan the QR code if you want to. Otherwise, in the description when we're done here, I'll list the link below so you still get the deal. Put it that way with Busted Tees there. Anyway, Jesse, what happened, man? You get hit by an asteroid or something?
No, I was my sound went out, so I had to reset.
I tell you, I gotta get those uvu sounds down though. Gotta get those turned down.
Those sounds are bad. They're very cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Oh God. So what's I don't know. What the fuck? You know, I can't believe this. What the fuck are we gonna talk about tonight?
I don't give a shit.
This is well, what the fuck? I always say we should put a modicum of fucking planning into this.
Fuck planning. I got a toothache.
Let's do this!
Let's just play that over and over and over and over again until, the end of time.
Yeah. We could take calls, too.
Oh, we can do...
Black Mama said he had women problems.
Which is...
Black Mama want to know what you think about the fire... he want to know what you think about the fire challenge.
Oh, that's a perfect subject.
Wait, what's this fire... What challenge?
Oh, God, I just found about this today.
The
what the hell is
burning
that?
themselves and shit, right?
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Oh, God, really?
Do you want me to explain this?
Yes, I want to know all about this. This sounds wonderful.
This is totally up our alley. This is monetize this territory.
Jesus.
What these cats are doing is they're covering their body in nail polish and shit, flammable stuff, like for a goof.
Oh.
And they stand like by a.
As you would.
I guess what's that?
I said, as you would.
Okay. And they stand by a they stand by a what do you call it? Like the tub or a shower or something like that. And they cover themselves and then they light themselves on fire. And then I guess because you got like 3 seconds before it starts to hurt. And they jump in the shower real quick. It's called the fire challenge. Now, when I first heard of this, I thought to myself, well, this is a bunch of like jackass guys, like white people. But I was shocked to find out that this is mostly minorities and blacks doing this, which I thought a lot better of black people until I saw this.
Wow.
Why would anybody do this?
Because it doesn't burn as bad.
This is white guy stuff. What's with these black guys doing our goofy white guy stuff? Who fucking sets themselves on fire?
Well, you got to go on Vine some more then, because I'll tell you what, we're crossing over. As you used to see a lot of white guys acting black. Now I see a lot of like black guys doing the white guy stuff. It's real weird. Except just like everything else.
I'll set myself on fire and laugh about it.
Next thing you know, they'll be killing and eating people.
You know what?
Like,
maybe we need more black serial killers, just to make it fair.
That would hit the spot right now.
Didn't that guy go nuts in Toronto? The guy in Toronto was of color, wasn't he? Like black guys doing fire ya.
That's good stuff.
Shoot on Jaron, scene play says. Yeah, we can just. No, I'm not bringing up his name again. I got too much bad.
No, there's no reason to. Look, I already did. You can listen to the last show. I said what I had to say, and I'm over it. I meant what I said, and I don't mind if he calls in once in a while.
Jaron is a
but here's the thing. I don't mind if he calls in once. I'm not saying like ban him for the show or never talk him together. But you know what? I'm not going to friggin' hold back anymore. If he says something dopey, if he lies, I'm going to call him out. Because the show's supposed to be about honesty anyway. So I'm just going to be honest.
Good.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, he never went to WrestleMania. No, it's funny because when you go back to the review we did, one of the first things he says is, oh my God, when the Undertaker lost, my soul left my body or some shit like that. And it's like, really?
Well, it did. I don't think he was lying, but the only difference is he was sitting on his carpet. That's the only thing.
He did a good job, though, of trying to make it seem like he went, because I remember he even said some shit like, oh, I don't know if you guys could see this on the TV, because we could see it live or whatever. Who were those people in the ring that Daniel Bryan was hugging? Who were those kids? He was like making it seem like he couldn't tell because he wasn't watching on TV. It was just brilliant. The fucking kid was covering all bases.
That's funny.
If you remember, like, I just remember thinking it was a little strange that, like Chris said, he had to be so quiet. But I didn't give it much thought until I asked him, like, boy, you guys, I mean, I can't imagine. Because I found it weird that they were driving home to begin with. Wouldn't you go to a hotel and take a plane the next day? You know?
Oh, yeah, you could drive, but I mean, it'd be crazy.
And then when I was like, wait a minute. And then he said, what?
He said he's got to go to school.
Oh, I thought we were almost home.
Yeah,
he thought like, all right, New Orleans, it's got to be right next to New Jersey. I live close to New Jersey. It's all new. So, how far could it be?
We're almost there, guys. What are you, in South Carolina? Like, where are you? Oh, man. Anyway, 954, what's up? 954, you must be in Florida.
954.
What did it say here? Oh, it says... Shit. Someone just asked if you could do a Chris Benoit impression.
Yeah, I can do a Chris Benoit.
Turn your camera on for that one, though.
How about I do a Chris Benoit impression on your family? How about that?
What's the subject of discussion right now?
We need somebody's family to so I can participate in this Chris Benoit.
I could do a Chris Benoit impression. There you go.
Wow.
Actually, I needed a strangle sound effect for that.
Yeah, well, no, God, man, what he did was so horrible. Like, if you ever, I don't know, if I ever saw, like, I don't know, I would never want to know about that. I just wouldn't want to hear that.
He strangled everybody, right?
Well, I'm afraid that they would, like, release a movie about that or something, you know what I mean? I was always worried about that. I was like, oh, God, I don't want to see that ending. It's like a fucking the Selena.
Well, they'll just go to black. They're not going to show it. I mean, even a fucking rated R movie wouldn't show that.
What are they going to show him looking at, like ripping his gym? Well, let's take a call from the 954. What's up?
You show him tapping out.
What is this? He just calls and doesn't talk? 954, have you turned your mic on?
Hello?
You sure there
Yo,
isn't
what's up?
Oh, I was going to say...
I can hear you now. Maybe he can't hear us.
Yeah, see, I can't hear... I think there's a disconnect.
You can't hear me?
Oh, you know what it might be? Do you have the... You know what it is? You probably have to... I thought you had stereo mix on. I thought, because anything
I go in through a USB.
We should be able to hear.
I go in through a USB.
Oh, shit. This isn't going to work.
Does that mean we got to go switch back to Skype?
I don't know.
I think it does.
If we...
See, I go through stereo mix. That's why it'll work for me.
Well, okay. So it's... Yeah,
well, we can always...
Sorry, 954.
All right, well, let's go to Skype then.
What? Really? I don't mind this.
Yeah, see, I should have probably said that to you. In order to use Vivo and have everything normal, everything's got to be through stereo mix. In other words, it's like what I have now. Like, I can play the stab sound effects or the anything that's played on my computer is like on the microphone. You see what I'm saying? I always assume that's what you had set up.
No, yeah, I go
mix
your USB in.
Oh, what a trip.
That's well. I guess. Well, you know what we can do? We can work on it another time, and we'll just go to Skype.
All right.
Well, if we go to Skype, is that going to disrupt the show?
Only for a second.
Not really.
Only for a second.
Only for a second. I mean, it's not like we're fucking professionals here.
Besides that,
we give a fuck.
Where are you? I can't.
Oh man. All right.
Okay, Joe Crowder. I'll be there.
All right, let's hop over there. Let's get wet. Oh my God, that's fucking loud. I just blew my eardrums out. Please. Now Chris Tosevich calls. What a fucking mess this is. Holy shit, no. This shit bag. What's up, Jesse? Oh, man. All right, sorry, guys. We'll be right back in just 1 second as I get this shit together, kid. Get it together, you fuck.
All right. Yeah, damn it,
That's really cool. And, of course, the mugs and everything right are as
Oh,
on
I
here,
left.
too. Tosovich showed up.
How's it
Hold on,
going,
give me a minute.
wrestling fans? I want you to go to joecroninshow.com and check out all the bonus features on my website. You can go up here to the shop section where you can click on the shop section. You can buy the Money in the Bank DVD 2014 signed by me right there.
Oh, yeah,
you can
gotta
also
get that.
buy the Suck Me Off 316 t-shirt or any t-shirts from the Joe Cronin Show, guys. You just click on this t-shirt button.
I think everybody
it's going
wants
to take you to my
the Suck Me
Spreadshirt
Off t-shirt.
site.
What? You know, I was just thinking this the other day. Why don't we get? I want to get a Bret Hart T-shirt that says, "The best there is, the best there was."
A bicycle will kill me.
Bicycle kill me. I mean, I would pay money for that. Tosovich just logged into Uvu.
Yeah, he did. He sent me something. I just started laughing hysterically out loud.
Too funny.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Too funny.
You are behind.
Every time I'm about to like start, talking and stuff, I just get such pain in my teeth right now. It's like,
I can. And I'm fucking sick, and I'm not going to be even here next week because I got to do crazy stuff.
I'll be dead. I'll be dead next week.
Maybe we should all take the week off. next
Yo,
week.
I had a couple of pussies.
All right, somebody call in. I want to make fun of you.
What the fuck? Bring something. I'm
right.
trying to figure out something to bring up here. Jesus Christ.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
fix this sound.
I was feeling so like giddy and goofy before.
I had to fix sound. Hold on.
Then I
Yo,
read that shit about Israel and I fucking lose my mind.
yeah, you're really mad about that.
I'm really furious about it. I don't know if we should talk about it or not, and I won't do it. Bring down the show, but I'm.
Well, if you fucking got something to bring up, do it. What do you mean bring down the show? This show takes on all fucking things, god damn
And
it.
we weren't even talking a minute ago, so go ahead.
I'll just
Go
put
for it. Bring it up.
I don't think I've ever look when I post like political stuff on. I know I swore up and down that I wouldn't, which is funny. When I post political stuff online, it's just really to to debate and bullshit back and forth. I grew up in a family that was like there were Democrats and union people, so debate at the kitchen table just wasn't uncommon. It wasn't
Yeah.
a really big deal. And the thing that gets me about this this fake and phony sympathy for the Palestinian people, some of which are coming from American soldiers that I know killed, possibly killed innocent civilians by accident, and all of a sudden what the Israelis are doing is like everything they're doing is just like straight war crimes. Here's the thing. If the Israelis lose this war, okay, what has the Palestinian people gained? Well, I'll tell you exactly what they already have. They have an oppressive Islamic dictatorship that repeatedly executes women for adultery, tortures and murders homosexuals, and yet we're sympathizing with the side that does that, and we're condemning the Western society, the society that all of us is listening to the show grew up in. Yet we're the religious kooks, the Palestinians, are somehow victims. Now, you might say to me something to the effect of, all right, look, I'm not for Hamas, I'm not for terrorism. I have strong feelings about these civilians, which, well, shit, so do I do too. I totally do. I mean, I don't want to see kids get killed. I don't care if they're Islamic or not.
Right.
But something. Those people elected in a recognized election by Israel, Hamas. Hamas has the same ideology as Al-Qaeda. So why don't I feel bad for them? Does anybody feel bad for all the Germans that got killed here during World War II? I don't. Were there innocent civilians that were killed here in Germany that didn't deserve it by Americans and English? Yes. Was it a war crime? It's fucking ridiculous.
So you're not happy with Israel then, right?
No, I'm not happy with I'm not happy with this ridiculous support from the Western world to basically people that are religious wackos, and that's the Palestinian people.
Right.
Do I feel bad for innocent civilians getting killed? Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I get what side you're on now. Okay.
How stupid is this statement? How dare you call me a terrorist? or a terrorist sympathizer. I support the Palestinian people. Well, the Palestinian people, by large, support the terrorists. They elected them. And this whole war got started.
Shouldn't we have all been enraged when we went to Iraq then? I mean, I don't know.
Exactly. Like, look, if you were going to say to me, at least if you were consistent, like, look, I'm against the war because I don't want people to get killed. I'm a Christian. I don't believe under war in any circumstances. The same thing applies here. All right, man, I totally hear it. You're against war. I get it. But to sit there and call the Israeli, you're really seeing a lot of anti-Semitism right here in Germany, which I've never seen since I've been here. To sit there and say, well, it's a war crime because they blew up a city block and they blew up a school, even though there's tons of videos out there that they're firing from schools and firing from churches or mosques. And by the way, the same rules applied to us as it did the Israelis. If you fire from a mosque, it's no longer a mosque. It's a parking lot. So why doesn't the Israelis get the same standard? Why should the Israelis have to fucking risk their fucking lives to give the appearance that they're doing things the right way? It's a fucking war. Civilians get killed in a war. You don't think any civilians got killed in Iraq that didn't do shit, that didn't support Saddam? Sure they did.
Right.
It's a war. This is what happens. And I also hear like, well, the force that Israel made is disproportionate. So what should they do? Spot the Hamas a couple civilians to make it even? Of course it's disproportionate. Israel's winning. You fucking idiots.
Yeah, somebody's going to win, yeah.
Somebody's going to win. Of course it's disproportionate. All right, Hamas. All right, look. We only have 2 civilians. We got about 2,000 on you. Why don't you come in and blow about 2,000 up so we make it this season? Because I want to make the UN fucking happy. Fuck you. You support Palestine outside of your sympathy for the innocent victims of a war. You're supporting terrorism. Period. That's the end of it. Because the Palestinians support the terrorists.
I mean, for marginally, I mean, I think you're right. I think the thing is that you have to remember, in this whole thing. Oh, wait. What the hell is that? We know it's typical, American typical, for someone like you to come out there and say that you support violence against a community of people who have nothing to do with the war. Israel just goes in and blows up whatever they want and you think it's okay. It's very typical, Tommy. Are you from America? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Just answer me one question. Are you from America?
Yeah.
You know how everyone can tell? Because you're an asshole. That's how I can tell that you're from America. What's that? I can't hear you over the Skype crap.
I'm a big hockey fan.
Why don't you go back on Uvu? Go on Uvu and talk to your dad about nothing. Why don't you go have your dad feel your wrist and tell you on what day you're gonna die when the moon lands on the right side.
Oh shit! I love it. It took me a second to realize where you were going, and then when I was like, "Oh my god, that was great."
See, I don't know how you can. I mean, I think we could all agree that Al Qaeda is a bad group of people that have real bad plans.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, I don't know. But here's the thing: the Hamas has the same ideology, the same one. It's the exact same one.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, welcome to America, where the double standard just runs wild like Hulk Hogan's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just.
I have great sympathy. Has there been war crimes committed over there? Yeah, probably. I mean, was there war crimes committed in Iraq, Chris?
Probably, and definitely.
Probably. I mean, I watch.
Here's what happens.
Like the president, okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna invade. Fuck the Hamas guys, the ones that started, that are killing our civilians. We're gonna execute kids and target them. And don't worry, because we're a bunch of Jews and we'll make a big conspiracy and what have you. No, this is war. It's a war. It's urban combat. That's what it is. It's called urban combat, and there's heavy casualties in urban combat. If you don't believe me, go to Berlin in 1944 and ask about that.
How would I do that?
You never seen Hot Tub Time Machine, I guess, huh?
Yeah. And it's like I said, I've seen the kids with their brains laying out in the street. I've seen them. But
I saw that.
Look, maybe because I've been in a war, or just like I shouldn't say been in a war, but it definitely was a combat zone. Like when I saw people get hurt, when Iraqis get hurt, I didn't say to myself, "Oh God, look what we did to them." I think to myself, "What these fucking people did to them."
Yeah, you didn't say good either, though.
Oh no,
Exactly.
Well, it's like
nothing I've said was meant good. I don't see
right. I'm saying there are some people out there in America who are like good.
I think the thing is
they're insane. They're insane.
The Israelis,
they're very insane.
the Israelis have had enough. All right.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing: the people in Palestine and the Hamas and all those people, they're like, please don't let's not do please don't come here. We don't want this to happen. But Israel is just like,
Let's do
the Jews kicked me off.
Let's do this right now. Let's do this.
the people are like, please get off,
timing.
please get off our porch.
Let's do this.
It's like a bully in school, it's like 7 of your friends, fucking just went and stabbed somebody, but then 3 of the people who were with the group, the 7 guys that did the bad stuff, those guys are trying to run away, and the 3 people didn't do anything. Like, we'll just stand here anyway, because we didn't do anything. But then the people that got stabbed, friends, come over and just fucking.
Let's do this.
Like, please, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you lost me for a second. I think the Jews conspired to keep me from talking. I'm sorry.
Oh, we might have been this guy.
Yeah, the Jew-run media, the Jewy kikes, are trying to interfere with the Joe Cronin show because they don't want us to talk about Palestine.
Oh, maybe that's what happened to Ustream a minute ago. Maybe that's.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you guys on Uvu, and I was like, where is everyone?
Well, we were there. Like
we switched last minute because.
Yeah, I got there late, and I was like,
Yeah, right as you called, we were like, we got to get off this thing.
Yeah, it worked, but Joe has to have stereo mix run on Windows.
Actually, I know I don't have to have that. I have to have USB running.
Oh well, I mean, we you know what? We probably should have tested it before we did it anyway. And I admit, like, you sound so much better through.
Well, you sound so much better too.
And when you take a call, that's something else I noticed. You got to pick a better time because every time you end up cutting out a part of the conversation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, otherwise I never take a call. I feel like because then no one's calling during the pauses, and then someone calls during.
I don't think he could do anything different,
Yeah, this stupid fucking Skype. Anyway, New York, what's up, man?
It's really good, man. What's going on, man? I'm just calling you because I want to tell you, what the fuck y'all were talking about last night about that elevator shit, you and Chris?
The elevator shit? What happened with that? I don't remember.
Remember they get 300 hours and some 300 days?
Oh, where they were gonna fuck each other.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I fell asleep to that.
Hey,
I had nightmares, man.
They'd probably rather fuck each other than get fucked by a stranger.
Yeah, man. That was very gay, man. It was really good with that, man.
I don't know how many subscribers we lost. Like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, bugging, man.
Hey, that was all. I was just answering questions. Joe was the one coming up with them.
Yeah, the best part was when you go silent and Joe's like, he keeps going about what's gonna happen.
I was just legitimately thinking, it's kind of
how long would it take you to throw in the towel? That's the good question.
Throw in the meat.
Throw in the meat towel. All right, fuck it.
Switch from tacos to sausages.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like what would we do during a zombie apocalypse? Like, it's not going to happen. I just figured, how long would it take for 2 guys to, just decide that they look a little better?
Hey, man, I'm unemployed and a hand job's a job.
Yuck. Yeah, man.
Yuck.
Man. I see you on Monday, man. That's what I'm calling, man.
All right, New York. Take it easy, man. Thanks.
Take it easy, buddy.
The last time we'll ever hear from him.
Yeah, New York's like, I'm fucking out of here.
I don't know about you, motherfuckers.
I love New York. He called.
Yeah.
He's hilarious, and like you don't even know he's kind of making a joke, or because there's like a joke happening, because he's like, hey guys.
He just speaks his mind, and it's fucking great.
The best was last night when he called. He's been calling us for a year now. The best was the other night when he called and he goes, Oh yeah, and I said all that shit about the stock market and the WWE stocks. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go down to the stock.
Oh man, that was the shit. That was great.
Oh, I was
that
fucking
was
dying.
awesome. I was sitting there thinking, I wish I'd have come up with that one.
Yeah. We close our eyes.
Isn't there some kind of law about giving stock advice unless you're like
like a whole year?
Do we know it's going to be 300 days, or like that's just how long it's been? And we don't know if we're ever going to get out of it.
Let's say we don't know, and it's been like 300 days.
If we don't know and it's been 300 days, eventually, I mean, we're doing it anyway. We're going to be doing it back to back most of the time. Eventually, one of the
that's where the conversation went. We went there.
These times, it's going to be like, you know what? Fucking, why not?
This is getting really weird. I wonder how long it would take for two dudes like in a place by themselves who ain't gay. You know what I mean? For it to just be like, let's fuck each other. You know what I mean? Like, how long would it take for that to happen?
You said hand job. That's as far as I think I would go.
Well, that's why you got to listen to bonus talk. You know, because this is what your boner cock. Yeah. No, I'd probably end up inside an ass. Yeah. I'd be the girl, you know. Sometimes I think it would be like it was me and Chris. It would be okay because we would come up with a theory behind this. Like we would role play. Like,
you got makeup background.
I'd be like, you want to fuck me? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking. We'd like make these. We This is like my reaching into the wall gun story almost.
Yeah.
We're really getting into.
Yeah, where you're like trying to convince yourself.
I was much more comfortable with your reaching in the wall and grabbing a gun.
Yeah, well, that's kind of sexual too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
You reach in the wall and grab a dick.
Yeah, I'd make Chris fucking get into it. I'd be like, you know something? I'd slap him in the face. I'd push him so he like bent over like real fast, and then
he's a lot taller. I don't know if that would work.
Well,
you'd have to seduce.
No, I'd hit him in the stomach.
To death at some point too.
Yeah, I'd choke his neck. I'd choke his neck and I would scream at him.
Let's do this.
Let's
do
Chris.
You got to think that Paul Heyman went up to him. Oh shit, that was weird. You got to think Paul Heyman went up to him right after that promo and was like, "You can never go on the mic again, Brock.
Yeah,
this isn't good.
This isn't good, Brock.
I'll write everything from now on. Let me talk to Vince."
When I was watching Extreme Rules, Gavin was running around the room getting ready. He goes, if I was there, I'd punch that Brock Lesnar in the face. He was getting really mad. And then Lesnar elbowed Cena in the head, and then Cena started bleeding. You know what's weird about that match is the two of them are bleeding throughout the entire match almost. And they patch him up a few times, but they still bleed. But he waffles Cena with this elbow like it was on purpose. I mean, it was horrific.
He does that every match. He tries to, even if he softens it, he makes sure he hits him with the boniest part of his elbow, and he tries to move it across there wherever he hits him, so he can do the most damage.
He tries to bust open the eyebrow like a boxer.
Well, no, I mean even when he hits him in the back of the head, in the back, in the arm, anywhere, when he uses his elbow, he's trying to inflict as much pain as he can, even though. He's soft, even with Triple H at SummerSlam 2012, he was like hitting him in the back of the head. It was great.
I could see that being a deal when he signed on, being like, all right, listen, I'm coming from UFC and people are going to call me a pussy. If I'm going to wrestle people, I need to hit them hard at least once per match. And that's why they picked his opponents as Triple H and John Cena, people who can actually take it, you know?
Yeah, Cena can take it in the ass.
Have you guys noticed a change in his wrestling style? I mean, that he's more of a brawler now than he was?
Oh, yeah. He definitely,
yeah.
He has to be slow and methodical.
Yeah, but he's still in good enough. Or is that because of his injuries? Or is that because it's just the invincible heel
I think it's his fighting training, and once you're trained that way, it just kind of gets put in the back of your head to where he's like, no, like now I know how to fight for real, so I feel like an idiot doing this, professional wrestling type bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's supposed to also look like he's the man, so the guy's supposed to be on the ground while Lesnar just walks around for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to just be slow, cocky, building it up, because he's in control.
But he used to have an arsenal of suplexes.
I think it's a gimmick, too.
That's his gimmick. That's what I mean. That's the whole thing. It's exactly.
Yeah, he's done a belly-to-belly suplex on the Big Show, and he, flipped clear over his head. That was one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life.
Before you got here, Chris, I started talking about this match earlier, and I said, in the match with Cena at Extreme Rules, he, jumps off the steps, tries to deliver a flying punch to Cena, and he flips over the top rope and onto his head and knee. watch the end of that match. You have to see it tonight or something. It's unbelievably scary. Like, he almost breaks his neck. And I'm talking to no one now because Chris Tosevich got disconnected. Can you hear me, Tosevich?
Yeah, the Jews kicked me out.
Yeah, so he jumps up in the air and goes to punch Cena, and he flips over the top rope. I don't know if you remember that. It's unbelievable. He almost breaks his neck. So
when he jumped off the steps.
Yeah, there's like 7 instances, especially recently, since like Brock Lesnar's almost broken his neck or head.
He's 100% into it. He's giving it his all, which is like very impressive for someone coming back part-time, you know?
And he's crazy. Like, I don't even know if he knows what he's doing. I mean, this is probably why he's injured so many people. And then The Undertaker, why it's so easy to believe now how, you know, The Undertaker probably got fucking tooled because he's out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean, he had to change that F5. I remember I first saw the F5 a week before he was debuted in a dark match on Raw. In fact, it was the one Triple H came back from that bad leg injury. I think it was in 2002 or 3. And the F5 that he did in front of me with some jobber was just complete. I remember, like, I looked at my friend Pete. I'm like, did you see that? How could that not hurt? And then I noticed over time that it became more of sort of like the FU, like a fireman's carry. But before,
he used to end it in like a DDT.
Yeah.
And now he just lets you flop flat on your face with your own momentum instead of driving you down.
Exactly. The original F5 was just unbelievable, you know. I mean, but I guess it was just too dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that's what happened to The Undertaker. I mean, he got tooled. Something tooled him. Yeah, oh, man, I might have to take an ibuprofen. I don't care what the fuck. Feels like someone's...
Smoke some weed.
My liver.
Smoke some weed.
Hey, Barbara.
Yeah, to be honest, that did help my tooth, but that's not really your bag, baby. So.
Well, I've been taking it for 7 days in a row now.
No, I was talking about weed.
Oh, weed, yeah. It probably would help me, but I could give me a headache, too, so I don't want that.
I haven't smoked a joint since I left the Army, and I probably could get away with it. It's so weird. They got me so
You know, I smoke a little marijuana.
You know, for like 3 hours...
What the hell is that?
That was Jesse doing the Sheik, I think.
Sheik, okay.
The Ric Flair was trending for like 3 hours today, and like whenever Ric Flair trends, I'm like, oh my god, he's dead.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he trends all the time on Yahoo. I'm always like, oh my god, Ric Flair's dead, and then I go on and there's nothing. It's just he's fucking Ric Flair.
You get the impression that he is just not recovered from his tragic his son's tragic death.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be either. And with his already drinking and his partying and stuff that he would do anyhow, that to it, you know, he's really, I mean, but I think he controls it in a way that you don't know. It's not like Jake Roberts where you're like, holy shit, he's in a dark place. You know, Ric Flair's like, hey, baby, like, you know, let's get crazy. And then he wakes up and that's it.
Either. Ric Flair's not doing crack, and I think that's the major difference.
Well,
plus you look in Ric Flair's eyes and like he's smiling and he's having a great time, but he's like fucking crying on the inside. That's weird.
No, you can see it.
Well, just watch that goddamn pre-WrestleMania show stuff, and then watch the JR gets fired night. And I mean, you really
that was so ridiculous to fire JR. I mean, you know, I went to the podcast. I listened to JR's podcast and what he's talking about, and I think the first thing out of his mouth is what I expected him to say. He was just like, "Rick's in a lot of pain. Rick's in a lot of pain." It's almost like he didn't blame him because it was such a bullshit reason to fire him for the first place. What is JR gonna do?
I feel like at this point JR just laughed like when he was fired. Like he was probably
What's that?
What took you so long?
Yeah, like oh well, damn, I'm out again. Let me get the fucking eat some barbecue sauce.
You guys said that was almost a year ago. I remember you guys saying in the show, did McMahon and JR always had problems? I thought JR was very powerful in the company, and that McMahon and him were kind of tight. I guess I never heard the story though. Was there issues there to fire him like that?
I mean, this is good with the 4th time he's probably been fired.
Plus, one of the rumors was that Vince would always embarrass JR with all of his on-screen appearances, where like he'd get beat up or he'd get crap dumped on him, or when he got the barbecue sauce dumped on him, like Vince would be in the back cracking up in gorilla position, being like, "Oh, that fucking fat ass." So I guess Vince like secretly just wanted to embarrass him on TV.
I think there's multiple. There's 2 things. First of all, Vince never liked him as an announcer. He thought he was like boring or whatever. And also,
no, he didn't like the Southern style because he was trying to distance himself from Southern wrestling because of WCW.
Well,
and plus he hates Southern accent.
And also I think that
he's from the South. What a douche.
Well, plus he's taken over Vince's spot Vince was announcing, and then JR comes in, and so I think he's just got that weird rivalry, but it's really just with himself, probably.
JR is great, and he was a big reason Stone Cold got over. I got news for you.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't think. I don't know what you can do. I don't understand. I don't know what Vince is thinking. I mean, maybe they figured. Maybe Vince just thinks. I mean, he's out of the picture now, kind of anyway. And maybe Vince really just believes he couldn't control that press conference. I love JR. I always loved JR, but you got to control the. You can't just have him out there and getting rolled over.
What's he gonna do? Ric Flair's a grown man.
I don't know.
He's an alcoholic, and he's acting like an alcoholic. And it was probably Vince's right idea to put him out there anyway.
And 2K loved it.
Or maybe it wasn't. I mean, maybe they told him, look, I don't think it's a good idea, and then he went with it anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, if JR stood up and said, no, he can handle it, then maybe that's why.
Then, yeah, that's true.
Hey, Rick, why don't you just shut up over there, huh? What if you said that? That would have been funny.
Pretty much did.
90-minute man, I'm still a man. I can do it. I can still do it. Woo. Okay, thank you very much for...
By the way, go to joecronenshow.com and have fun on there.
Oh yeah, Lamb Shit wanted me to tell you he left you a very important voicemail, but I don't know if it's buried or...
Probably suicide note.
Oh, geez, he left me a very important... hey guys, listen, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Why don't you just call in, Lamb Shit?
I don't think he's awake at these times.
Because he always gets hung up on.
Well, that's the way the show
Yeah.
works, you dipshit. Lamb Shit, we love you. We want you to call in.
Oh, you know what would have been cool is if we were still on Uvu, you guys would have heard the Skype calls, but you can't hear it now.
No.
So we can't do that. So I can't really play his voicemail because you won't hear it.
That's true.
And I didn't convert it. So, Lamb Shit, maybe you should...
Lamb Shit. I told him, so you heard it. I did the best I could.
Maybe you should have converted Lamb Shit.
Lamb Shit, call the fuck in. Call it in. You're a big part of the show.
He's sleeping.
Here's the way it works. We're entertaining, and we have to move calls along. So listen to any sports radio talk show, any fucking shock talk show. This is the way it works. Nobody says goodbye. I hang up on people on my show too.
Yeah. Well, we're saying goodbye in our hearts.
Just call in, and you get hung up on. You get hung on. It's a part of the show. I shouldn't even have to explain this to you.
I can't even believe. I don't think any of these people know what a radio is. I think maybe radio might go out the window because nobody knows.
Yeah, who listens to radio anymore?
Speaking of radio, in the radio, you got to take commercials, and I got to take one right now. We'll be right back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? I want to tell you about this website that I did this last year with these guys. I've been on this website for 3 years, and this is I'm dead serious about this. I've been on this 3 years. I myself have made $3,000 playing daily fantasy league sports, betting basically. You go on, you log on, you put $5 in from your PayPal or your credit card, whatever you want to do, and you can bet on 5 games, $1 each game, or $5 for one game where you win more money, whatever you want to do. It's daily fantasy league, so you don't have to do fantasy league and wait the whole season to win money or wait the whole season to do stuff. You just go on one day, you'd be like, I'm going to put this lineup in, and that's it. Dude, this guy, Chris Prince, he won $273,000. I mean, he probably spent a lot of time doing it. I only fucking played, I don't know. I've been playing 3 years, and I've only won $3,000, but I don't put that much into it. I just play here or there, and sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. So hockey, basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is, you can play. If you want to bet $1, that's it. Why? FanDuel's legal, by the way. It's totally legal because it's technically a skill. It's not betting 100%, so I guess that's how they get away with it. Lots of other people want a lot of money. And like I said, I'll be playing this season too, and you can too. Scan the QR code with your phone to take you right to the site for a special coupon. You save money, I get a little something. Merry Christmas to all of us. Or I will have in the link description below when this video uploads the link, special link for you guys to save on your deposit. And I think there's a free deposit in there too, which is cool. They just give you fucking money to bet where you could win. You could win $100,000, you can win $10,000, you can win $3,000, and it's on them. So I mean, that's cool if you come in first place. But yeah, I've done pretty well on the site overall. Scan the QR code, click the button, it's all there. It's FanDuel, and it's fun. And I'm going to be playing this year as all the new sports are coming up. Basketball's coming back, hockey's coming back, Football's coming back, and baseball is going on right now. So enjoy it because I do. Gentlemen,
Yes.
take your pants off.
Way ahead of you.
Some of the guys, I mean, we've been teasing this forever, and I don't know, and I'm going to leave this up to you. And because I've been hearing this a lot. Is it time to sell the John Cena story? I hope, we built it up so much. I hope it's good.
Sell the John Cena story. What are you talking about?
Tell my John Cena because we've been fucking telling everybody.
Oh, tell your John Cena story. Yeah, you should tell it right now. Do it right now. Why not? We got nothing else going on.
After this build-up, I sure hope he fuck you.
And by the way, I want to tell everybody, Captain Big Ones has Captain Big Ones has left me a message that I need to play. Captain Big Ones will be joining us as soon as Tommy C is done with his John Cena story. So stick around for Captain Big Ones in just a few minutes.
The Sheik's retarded brother.
All right. Here's the deal. I started getting out of wrestling as Cena was getting in. I remember I was still watching when he had the match against Kurt Angle. And I remember I saw something there. I was like, wow, this guy's really good. I mean, I like the ruthless aggression bit, and I love the heel John Cena even better. I thought Thugonomics was great. By the time I got to the Army in 2004, I mean, everybody was doing the You Can't See Me thing. And, I saw his music. I mean, the guy was electric. I mean, I just like, this guy has that. Maybe he's not the best ring worker, but boy, he has a lot of. He's got the X factor, the wrestling X factor, which you basically can't teach. You're sort of born with, in a roundabout way. So I've always been a kind of a Cena supporter. The problem was in the years that Cena was really catching fire, as he went from sort of from a heel to sort of a gray character to a straight face. I wasn't watching. I lived in Germany and I couldn't. Pay attention. But I always had a soft spot in my heart for John Cena. Now, around, I want to say like 2006, after he had a match with Triple H, there was I think something dropped in one of the internet blogs saying that John Cena had blown off a kid for some kind of autograph. And that was around the first time where you started seeing they were booing him. I mean, they were booing the face of the company, which had never happened before. And I remember hearing about it. And I'm like, this is a bunch of bullshit. Look, we all have bad days, and you can't autograph everybody. I saw this happen with the New York Rangers. The guy would be going to his car and he'd miss an autograph. Like, that guy's such an asshole. No, it's not. It's shit happens. Sometimes you have a bad day. Sometimes you miss. Sometimes you just want to fucking go home. So I gave Cena the benefit of the doubt. Now in 2007, November of 2007. I was in Tikrit, Iraq, and WWE decided to do the tribute to the troops there. So they played it in Christmas, but it was just a little before Thanksgiving. And let me tell you something, it was badass. I mean, They literally come right off the plane. They eat with you. Everybody's like they interact.
They poop with you. They poop on you.
Well, yeah, it's not phony, man. It was funny because I was one of the few people that recognized Rey Mysterio. Because he was super, mega hot at the time. And I remember from WCW, what he looked like. And, of course, even though I'm not in the wrestling industry, I want to meet John Cena. He's the face of the company. He's funny as hell. This was still his quasi-attitude era where he wasn't quite PG yet in 2007. And I think they still called it the FU, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, we're just sitting there and, I'm watching Vince eat.
I would have punched him.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I'm one of these. I'm a Cena defender. I'm like, look, people fuck up. People make mistakes. Like, how could he? What kind of asshole could he be?
See, I didn't care about that. I just was like, I just hate watching this guy.
Yeah, and I think of the story at the time that really, and then people are just sick of being crammed down his throat. So I see Cena. He's got. If you remember, guys, he had an arm sling on because he during that tribute to the troops, he was in his Santa Claus outfit, and he
tried to fist himself.
Yeah, and so I see Cena, and he's talking to another troop. So I think this is a good time to go up to him and just tell him what I think of him, and it'd just be really cool, and he's gabbing with the fucking troop, and as I'm walking up, I noticed the troop has a Massachusetts accent, and I stood there for a while. Of course, I didn't want to interrupt, and be a dick, because I did get the impression that they knew each other, and that was kind of bizarre. Out of all the places, I waited till I wanted to pause, I'd like a pause so you could like open up the conversation, and I did. I thought it was like a pause. I could have screwed this up. I've been second my guessing myself for years. Cena just looks over me, and so does the other guy, the other troop, and he just glares at me, like, okay, speak after ruining our conversation. I mean, that's really what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I really love your work. I mean, you're really great. He looks at me straight in the eyes, goes, yeah, and then just turns out and starts talking to the other guy, and I must have stood there for another like 5 to 6 seconds. And I'm 31 years old at the time, and now I feel like I felt like I was like a high school kid and rejected by a girl in front of 1,000 people, and I haven't had this sort of. I'm a pretty confident person, if you haven't noticed. I'm not a person that looks at the floor and shrugs away. I asked the girl to dance. I don't have to let her come up to me, and it was just probably maybe one of the top 2 most humiliating situations of my life. And not 10 minutes early, I was defending Cena on what a good guy he was and how that report was more than likely bullshit. And then I don't know, maybe he was having a bad day, but he sure lived up to his backstage stereotype. I mean, he just said, yeah. And I was just like, and he just kept talking to the guy like I was a ghost.
What a dick.
It was like that guy was about to tell. It's like, almost like that guy was like about to tell him like that his brother died or something, and then you were like, "Hey, what's up? I like your work." And
they were talking for 10 minutes, and I waited because I did get the feeling they may have known each other. And certainly, I'm not gonna like, dude. What's the odds of running into your friend from fucking Iraq?
Right.
But I think they were from the same area because I remember the soldier. He was fat as fuck and looked like he hadn't passed a PT test in like 20 years. But it's certainly like I'm not gonna fucking do something like that. I mean, I'm not like I am at the show. I'm not a total toolbox. It was respect and admiration for an athlete, and he made me feel like fucking shit. Was it bad timing? Did I interrupt? I wonder if I would, did I do the decorum thing right? I think I did. Could I have fucked it up? Yeah, it's possible. But I mean,
but at the same time, you were a soldier there, so I mean, he would, even if.
No, dude, don't worry. I've heard enough stories about him to know that that's just him.
Yeah, he's a bizarre person.
I can't blame him because he has no life outside of WWE. Who the fuck is he?
Yeah.
He's a fucking.
What the fuck could he do? He has no talent in WWE.
He's a Marine.
He's an OCD fucking weirdo, is what he is outside of WWE.
Yeah, so I could totally see him blowing you off and not giving a shit. And when you told him you loved his work, and what work?
And he also went out of his way to fucking flip out on that cash register that time and make sure
I'll
to
tell you
get
this much though. I mean, to his credit, if you had been a child, he would have pie-faced that soldier and got right on his knee and said, "Hey, what's up, champ?" So. Yeah,
and I wonder about that sometimes, Chris, too. Like maybe I'm just a little too old. Maybe that was the thing. Like I for the past, it's been 7 years now, and I think to myself, over and over again, and this is what tortures me about it. Look, if you're rude to somebody and they're rude back to you, you fucking deserve it. And was I rude by accident? Did I come off that way? Am I a little too old to be telling John Cena like that I dig him and that I really appreciate him coming out here? I mean, it's been eating at me for fucking years, And then I'm telling you, like 10 minutes earlier, I'm defending this fucking guy to some hardcore WWE fans. And let me tell you something: the WWE, nobody really understands what the WWE does us for us in Germany. They come to Iraq. They give us free pay-per-views. They're always sending troops up, even here to Wiesbaden and what have you. Vince is really engaged with the military. There's no doubt about it. And he basically forces these guys, if you listen to RVD, and pressures these guys when they don't have to. They're taking, like, look, when you go to tribute to the troops, all right, you just basically skipped your own vacation.
Right.
Think about that.
Right.
That's the way the regular wrestlers schedule, and it's not fair to them. I mean, but they do it anyway because it means something to them. And look, maybe we could give Cena the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe I was rude. Maybe he took what I said was rude. I don't think. But I'll leave that space over there because I didn't want to totally. And I still like his work to a certain extent. I know I bash Cena on the show, but it's like a lot of goof. I do. I appreciate what a good athlete is. I understand like most of your fans are pissed off about the way he's booked and this sort of like a super Cena character. Yeah, I get that. But that has more to do with the booking, not John. And all I could do is I could tell you what happened. And this is the impression it gave me. And then the story that Joe reported about 6 months ago with the cash register guy, who it's almost like the situation with the girl from the Red Wings. You know, he says, "Whoa, somebody had a fucking attitude." Like, and he says this on Twitter. And you sure as fuck, was it Home Depot? Was it, Joe?
No, it was like a grocery store
It was
or something.
Albertsons.
You bet your damn ass that guy got fired, and you bet you damn well knew that Cena must have known that.
He knew what he was doing.
Oh,
Dude, I'm telling you, he's a prick. I'm telling you.
Maybe
Whether it's for a reason or not, I don't really care. He's kind of a prick.
Yeah,
and
he's kind of a prick.
And he fucking plays the backstage politics. You don't think for one fucking second he's stopped a bunch of these guys from getting their push?
I don't know. See, I only go with what I know, Jesse. And this is what
I don't know any of this shit, but I'm fucking. But what one can gather from hearing enough similar shit to what you've just said,
you can make that.
Just gather what you. Yeah, you can kind of make your own. You know,
I wish I could get him on this show to ask him the questions that Sam Roberts wouldn't. That's what I wish. Come on the show, Cena. What do you think?
Roberts is a bitch.
What do you think about this? What do you think about that? We got all these exhibit A, B, and C. I mean, what do you have to say for yourself? I mean, is it all? I mean, if he came on and was like, you know, it's just a culmination of some negatives and being in the limelight a lot, and sometimes you get a little colder than other people. You know, sometimes everyone's going to see your good sides and your bad sides, and I was clearly having a bad side that day, and, you know, it's getting blown out of proportion, something that you might do or somebody else might do too, but nobody, you know, that type of thing. Okay. You know,
yeah, I can accept that.
I would accept that if he said, you know, hey, I'm sorry that I did that to you. I don't know I don't even remember now.
But I wouldn't. I don't want to. I'm not asking for a Cena apology. I don't
think you're gonna get one, so it's okay.
It wouldn't be a real one anyway.
Well, you know what happened with what's his face? So with Conan, I'm not asking for an apology. I don't want an apology. I'm sure he doesn't remember it. I'm sort of saying what Jesse's saying. Like, you know, maybe there is some truth to what this say, because what happened, what I told him is the truth. And maybe it kind of adds to the other stories. And the reason he was being booed at the time was internet rumors that he sort of behaved this way. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know that for a fact. All I can do is tell the story that happened to me and how I was made to feel. And I don't know if it was on purpose. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but that's what happened.
He is a very passive-aggressive son of a bitch.
He is very passive-aggressive, but he fucking fucks you over. Like, fuck you, and now I'll be passive-aggressive.
That's the thing. You should be able to walk in a room, walk out of it, and destroy that room without even saying a word or looking at anyone, and that's what John Cena is.
He's the type of guy that I want to kill. Like, he does something so shitty to you without really doing anything, but he did it.
Exactly. Like, he fucking can just manipulates the whole fucking everything.
I want to kick people like that in the balls, and maybe.
But then he smiles at you too.
I'll still say though, as much of a dick as he is, or was, or probably will be, when it comes down to it, if you had come up to him instead of saying, "Hey, I'm a big fan of your work," if you said, "Hey, my kid loves you, will you sign this for him?" He would have done it immediately, and he wouldn't have given you an attitude, you know, because he wouldn't want you going back to your kid being like, "Oh, you like Cena? No, he's a jerk." You know, he's about the kids. He'll never do anything bad for the kids. He's never going to insult the kids. Sure. He's never going to, you know, take time away.
I wouldn't put it past him to fucking, brush him off in a nice way.
So you're telling me what I should do if I ever meet Cena is, what I'll do is I'll be like, Cena, my son loves you. He's loved you forever.
He's got ball cancer.
Can you sign this for me? And then I go, yeah, sign it. His name is Dan. His name is Joe. His name is Joe Cronin. And then he signs it. And then after he signs it, I just go, oh, by the way, it was from me, you fuck.
No, what you should do is you should go up to him
and it's going on eBay.
You should say, "Hey, John, my kid loves you, and all he's ever wanted is for you to be on my radio show. And if you could just do that, that'd be great."
Yeah, come on. And then we'll just grill him the whole time.
I think the conversation could have went on, but I was so embarrassed.
I don't blame you. That's
I must like.
Well, did you say anything else after that? Like, never mind, or fucking...
No, I just stood there with my eyes wide open. I mean, I must look like the biggest pussy in the world. I had an M16 in my back. I'm in full military uniform in a fucking lunchroom. That probably looks a lot like, you know...
You should have shot him.
You just walk away like Charlie Brown.
You son of a bitch, you're going heel.
I gotta be honest with you, that's not my personality. But I was so... Like, somebody fucks with me. I don't really care if you're the President of the United States. You know, I was gonna, you know, I would have thought if somebody told me this was going to happen, I'd be like, "Yo, John, you're being a dick, peace." You know, I was so thrown off by what happened that I literally turned into like somebody who's a victim of a bully, which I really haven't been since I was like 8 or 9, you know. So I mean, I'm like, yo, this is fucked up. I was because
the worst part of it is just as a man in the back of your head, probably wasn't conscious, but in your subconscious, you're even thinking, and if I wanted to be a dick back to him, like in this thing, we started throwing down, this guy could also beat the shit out of me. You know? So it's even worse.
Well, that's to be fair to Tommy, he hadn't seen his in-ring work.
You know what you should have said to Cena was when he was like, you're like, hey, I really appreciate your work. I really enjoy the fact that you come out here. You know, that's awesome, man. And then he goes, yeah. And then you would say, you say, yeah. Maybe you should watch how you sleep tonight. Maybe you should sleep with some eyes open because I got a fucking rifle in my back.
Let me tell you,
1,000 friends.
Cena went to the gym that week. And like, I mean, there's some pretty tough guys in Iraq, and they lift pretty big weights. And like, apparently Cena like took like the biggest weight because I've never been into weightlifting. I was always a cardio push-ups guy. I never got into weightlifting because I don't know, it looks like I can't stand the smell. Let's put it that way. I like being outside anyway. He took like the hardest weight on thing, and it was just ridiculous. And all the guys that were like, fighting men were like, holy fuck. I mean, they were completely floored by the weight these guys could lift. It was just amazing. And by the way, that was my situation with Cena. Mr. Kennedy, Mark Henry, Matt Harmony, who I had a real long personal conversation with. I'm sorry, Jeff Hardy. Jeff's the guy with the blonde hair that has the trouble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Jeff Hardy, long conversation with him. Like I said, Mr. Kennedy, a quick conversation with. I mean, this is probably going to make Joe jealous, but a quick conversation with Heartbreak Kid. It was kind of a dream come true. Even though I had gotten out of wrestling, it was really great. So I don't want to I'm not throwing the WWE under the bus, and I appreciate everything they do. It's just
that's just John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy I was impressed with. I'll tell you something else. The other guy I wasn't impressed with was he'd been in trouble. Just prior to this or just after this, I can't remember. Was RKO. I didn't even talk to him because of the vibe I got from him.
I mean, he kind of seems like a dick too, but at the same, I mean, if he's a little better than Cena in the ring, but they both don't sound like a guy you'd want to hang out with or just be around.
Well, I noticed, I saw who ate together and who didn't, and RKO eats alone.
I always eat alone.
He was younger back then. I don't know if he's different now, but at the same time, neither one of them seemed like the guy you'd want to hang out with.
He always seemed like just a high school jock asshole,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
He also seems like daddy owns the company type of guy, too.
Yeah.
There was a guy who worked in auto parts that I worked in auto parts with, and the son worked the counter table in Boston, and the son was like 17 years old. And he looked like Randy Orton, actually, and it was amazing how much he did. And whenever I used to go down there, he would treat the old people terrible type of thing, just coldly. Like if you were on his good side, you were sort of okay, but like everybody else was... And I was just like, damn, you are Randy Orton. Like, I remember thinking that then and now. Like, this guy is Randy Orton. He looks like a douche.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, man. I maybe Orton's not like that. But
he had gotten suspended a couple months earlier for calling somebody a cunt in a company. Which I mean, look, we use language like this. We're doing a shock jock show, but I mean that is unacceptable.
Fucking Vince would have called her he'd have called her worse.
Vince probably, who knows what Vince did? I mean, Vince probably had.
I mean,
you can't do that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, let's say we were doing this professionally. We all had a studio, okay, and we say things, about women and all fucking things. As soon as the show goes off the air, everybody's got to act like they're in a fucking corporate environment, treat each other with respect. It's one thing. I mean, it happens on the Stern Show, and they can't nobody's talking like that all fucking day, Right. And the same thing goes with WWE. That shit shuts off. You got to act like a professional, when you're off duty. All right.
That's because it's all programmed bullshit now. Back in the day, you fucking did what you want and you showed up and you didn't fucking bring it up.
Yeah. I feel like throw the WWE under the bus. I can't be appreciative enough of what they did, and I don't want to.
You've made it clear. You've made it clear that it's that one particular moment.
You
not
put
even
them
John
over.
Cena in general.
Actually.
Yeah, you're right.
You really put them over big time. You made it sound like WWE just like worships the ground you guys walk on. So WWE does their job.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Okay, good. Because I mean, I gotta be honest with you. When I told the story, I was like really nervous. You know,
No, John Cena's the prick. WWE. You could have probably went to Vince and been like, John Cena's a real prick. He was, disrespectful, and Vince probably would have. Not that anything would have happened, but he.
Well, maybe
taken
you're
it
a
seriously,
son
I
of a
imagine.
bitch.
He would have flicked his balls over it. He would have given him a nice flick in the testicles.
You wouldn't have seen Cena carry. You would have lost matches for the next month.
Vince would have said something like, "Hey, John,
for 5 years. I didn't tell that story for 5 years. I didn't tell one other troop because I was so embarrassed. Yeah.
Vince would have been like, John, these guys carry guns." No, that's what Vince would say. I think. I don't think he would have said, what the hell are you doing?
Or he might have been like, John, we want to have you in the Marine movie. If you're out there insulting troops, then
Maybe Vince would have told you to fuck yourself too. Who knows? Anyway, Captain Big Ones has an opinion on Raw the other night, and I want to play it for you since I missed it.
Before you do that, I gotta go change a diaper, so I might call that guy for a bit. All right. See you guys in a bit.
You got to be kidding me, right?
No, I'm serious.
Well, at least put it on air, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
When we turn the video on?
You could, for an hour and 20 minutes, you couldn't get that woman to change the diapers?
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Just go ahead. I'm just kidding.
Joe, have you ever changed a diaper?
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds.
Exactly.
I'm just I'm just joking. I don't know what I'm saying. Go ahead. Captain Big
Hello,
Ones,
Joe
take it away.
Cronin. Hello, all the Joe Cronin Show viewers. My name is Captain Big Ones. Instead of watching WWE Raw tonight, I should have cut my wife's head off. That would have at least made me come. WWE Network is available in Canada, Europe, and more. Can you say? Desperate. First they said we will get to the world with the network someday, we don't need to rush here. Oh. Wait, the United States isn't buying because we killed our audience. Fuck, release it. Everywhere, hurry. Fucking hurry. What a bunch of pussbags. Xbox and WWE sure know how to drop the ball. Hashtag HBK. My name is Captain Big Ones. Now back to Joe Cronin and more talk about sucking at life. P.S. I wanna bang Dean Ambrose. Captain Big Ones. Out?
I like how it's a question at the end all the time. Out? Captain Big Ones. Out?
You gotta give Big Ones credit because it's very difficult to be a mute in today's society.
Yeah.
Thank you to the internet.
Well, this guy's a mute, and he gets his opinion on the show by typing through a speech thing. So
yeah,
I always valued Captain Big One's thing.
God bless him.
I love you. Since Chris is taking a break, let's take a break for a second. We'll be right back in just a couple of seconds, and I want to tell you about SoundCloud right now. When you enter in the code SoundCloud, you go to SoundCloud, you type in Joe Cronin Show into the coupon, you get 10 free downloads on SoundCloud, and they're free downloads, and one of them includes, there's a library of you can pick from 100 songs, and one of them is this one. It's I Hope You Suffer from AFI. I'll be right back in just a second. It was the only one I had that is on that list of 100. But, oh man, speaking of songs, I was listening to Iron Maiden earlier, and like, I don't know what it was. Like, I had an old tape of Iron Maiden, like on a cassette. And what it was is that I was listening to the song, and I was really getting into it. Like, I haven't heard this in a while, and I just kept listening to it because I found my tape player and an old tape, and I'd made the thing and everything.
Nice.
And so I'm listening to it, and then all of a sudden, I guess at some point I had recorded over it. So out of nowhere, in the middle of the song, like I was blaring this through the kitchen, and I was in the other room, like doing stuff in between, and I had some like skit come on that I recorded when I was like in 6th grade. It was like some kind of sex like skit where I was like, "Oh, you want to bang me?" Oh, it was like really like immature and weird.
It sounds like the beginning of Private Parts. Fucking
yeah, and it just
when
comes.
He's got the puppets. Hey, you want to get fucked?
Everyone's like, "What the hell is going on?" I'm running over to the thing to turn it off. Like my mother's like, "What the hell is that?"
That's hilarious.
I was like, "Oh my god!" I was fucking run to the hills, and then all of a sudden people were coming. It was really weird. Anyway. Yeah, that's a sad story that Tommy. I should have played. Should have started playing violin music when Tommy was telling me.
Honestly, what we should have played was.
Yo, your time is up. My time is now. I'm talking to my boy from Germantown. So shut the fuck up if you got a cue. Back the fuck up before I hit you with the FU. Like, that's a... Again, John Cena was too busy talking. If you know, Tommy had asked him a follow-up question or been like, hey, what's the issue, dude? You know, just trying to say hi. I think, you know, Cena might have gone nuts and it would have been time to, you know.
Let's do this!
Wouldn't that be gold?
I'd have been like, Cena, you know what? If I shoot you, you won't kick out.
See, that's what I'm saying. I would have said something like that. Hey, you know what, bitch? You flew all the way over here for me. Tie my fucking shoe. How about that? Tie my shoe, you prick.
Suck my sphincter.
Yeah. I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
hope you're all right over there.
I said, suck my sphincter. He comes in.
Hey, I was just looking at the Tribute to the Troops video.
Yeah.
And
are you in it?
I think so. If you go to John Cena gives Mr. McMahon attitude, Tribute to the Troops, I'm about 90% sure. I'm the guy with
Wouldn't give him the reach around.
They
at 20.29. I'm the guy in the center of the. Yeah. In fact, I'm looking at it. It's me. I'm actually in the video. If you go to 29 seconds, I'm just below the center to the guy directly in the middle of the shot, just below him that has glasses on, and that's me, right below it with the quasi-receding hairline.
What year? Where do I look for this? What year? What are we talking about?
I put the thing in the chat. John Cena gives Mr. McMahon an attitude.
You know what's funny about that? I'm gonna look at it now, but the attitude thing, they came here, they did that same spot at our wrestling school here at the Kowalski school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did the whole McMahon and then John Cena FUs McMahon and everything.
Oh, I got a funny story Dave told me, and you'll like it because it's gonna have to do with Shawn Michaels. And a reverse
the boy
thing,
toy.
Yeah, the boy toy. By the way, Dead on Dave is a huge mark for Michaels, and he said he doesn't get starstruck very often, but he was totally starstruck with Michaels, and you could see the picture with.
I would be.
Yeah, he was really starstruck, and he goes. He walked up and he says, you're my favorite wrestler, and I just love the work and the sacrifice you do and all that other stuff. And Michaels looks at him and he says, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said that to me, I'd be a millionaire. And he looks at Triple H, he goes, wait, I am a millionaire. Right? And he said the voice just floored. Everybody was just dying laughing. That's just, that's too funny.
That is funny. That's great. Dead on Dave.
0.29 is where you can sort of see me. I'm directly, I'm below the guy with the glasses in the center of the shot, and just above a guy with a Santa Claus hat. Which I watching with these assholes with the Santa Claus hat. If I had to wear a Santa Claus hat there, they'd have killed me. I don't know how those guys get away with it.
No, those are the guys on the other side of the army. Where they hide the.
What unit? They're obviously weren't. They weren't my unit. All the guys. I don't know. I can't believe I was allowed to take my headgear off. Now that I'm thinking of it, because I do have my headgear off. That's too funny.
Yeah, well, John Cena no-sold you, Unbelievable.
Well, that's typical of an American superstar to diss a soldier and not react to him. I was beloved all over the world, in India, Canada, America. It doesn't matter. Wherever the hitman went, he showed respect to everybody that liked me. I knew when I was there, I wasn't there to chit-chat with my buddy back from Alberta. I was there to entertain the troops. I was there to meet my fans, show them the WWF Championship. I'll never forget the one tour when I was touring up and down in the United States, meeting all my fans right before the SummerSlam in 1994. And I shook 195 people's hands in a diner who were waiting for soup, homeless people, homeless Americans. And I talked to every single one of those bastards. And you damn well know that that's why I'm the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. Because when I left the signing, not one damn person was mad. No one had a bad thing to say about the Hitman. Everybody went home with a tear in their eye, starstruck, because I'm not a star. I'm a humanitarian and an ambassador for Canada. Screw you, John Cena. If you were alive back then and you did this, I'd slap the taste right out of your mouth. Just like I did Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 8.
Just put him in the sharpshooter.
Man, holy shit. Brett's more mad than you are.
Yeah. No, he's in my real top 5, right next to Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh man.
What are your top 5? This is
X-Pac.
becoming a wrestling show, but I don't give a shit. I'm starting to get
It really is turning into wrestling tonight. We can't help it.
I don't care. I mean, like, I know the intention was not.
Bret Hart wants to talk other things.
I do want to talk about this hilarious story that, the new thing that the media has picked up on. And see, sometimes it's hard to gauge. There's two different things that happen in the media I want to tell you about. I think Tommy knows this, obviously. Maybe some people out there don't. But what the media does is there's sometimes we start doing stuff as a society, and it becomes a trend all of a sudden. Like, it just starts to happen a lot. But usually what it is just the media decided to start picking up every story that's like that, even though it continuously happens the same way every year. But because one of them becomes a big, huge, it's very similar to music industry, maybe not as much nowadays, but years ago, where, okay, a rap song comes out, and then all these record companies go and sign tons of other rappers who sound just like that because they want to release their version of it.
Yeah.
The news goes, oh my goodness, babies are dying in cars and people are locking their kids in the car in hot weather. So they freak out. Any story like that, they pick it up, and it's like overblown big time because it's just a hot topic right now, so they want to run with it. They know people are going to click on it. Well, the funniest goddamn thing happened today. When emergency responders break into a car window to free a doll in the car seat.
Saved.
They saved a doll today.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Passengers saw a baby locked in a car in Hoboken, New Jersey. They call only in Hoboken.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it.
I'm heading there soon.
They call 911 out of concern of the child's welfare. Emergency responders showed up, smashed the window to get in the vehicle. Instead of a baby, however, they discovered a life-like doll in a child's car seat. Turns out that a 2-year-old granddaughter of the car owner left it in place in the seat. So, teaching our kids early. Leave your own baby doll in there to choke and suffer. I think that's hilarious, though. Imagine that when you're like, God damn it, I'm coming! Ah! I think it's dead.
I know what you're saying, though. You take the example of school shootings in the 90s, or violence in schools and stuff like that. And that's when we had like the explosion of the Columbine incident, things like that. But I found out years later that school violence is like way down in the 90s than it was statistically as it was in the 70s. And you can kind of get a swayed view. Not that, the Columbine wasn't unique and it wasn't a story worth reporting. You kind of get a swayed view on like what's happening in our schools by reporting on certain types of issues with more force, and you could think they're more common because you would say, well, every time you turn around there's a goddamn school shooting. It wasn't reported on as much, and we didn't have as big a media as maybe we did in the late 60s and early 70s. So yeah, I know what you mean. That I do see that on. And the other thing is pit bulls. Everybody like heard a pit bull or threw a puppy in the water, or God knows. I mean, this is ridiculous overreaction. You would think that America right now is the most fucking violence place on earth, and over crime statistics have been way down since the 80s. So I mean, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's a combination of America's statistics and what's going on, but it's also that you got to remember that we're like the fucking entertainment capital of the world.
Hey,
so we overblow our own stories and make outrage out of craziness. So I mean, we hype all this stuff up over here and we scream loud about all these things that happen, and then other countries kind of are standing in the back and then they laugh at us, or they go, see how crazy they are over there. But it's really just because we're feeding everyone our own hype on top of the craziness and the amount of coverage and area and population that we have. And you add it all up, and we're gonna be. It's just like the Yankees or like the Patriots or any team that's like well known for winning. They made so much noise that they turn into a huge negative. It's the same thing with our country, I think, really.
Yeah, we just it's blowing things out of it. People like to be outraged. I mean, when I was younger, I probably did too. I mean, because I think people in general are good and they want to stand against what's wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, you're like that too to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But and there's nothing wrong with that. Saying like, all right, this is wrong, and I don't stand for this. There's nothing wrong with that. It becomes sort of where it bothers me is it becomes like you don't really care about what you're talking about. It's more important like how you're seen right now, and I think that's where it gets like really ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Even sometimes, like, I flip out and then later on I'm like, I didn't really know all the facts there. You know what I mean? I'm in good mean well, put it that way.
Yeah, that would be the other way. You mean well, but you didn't get all your facts straight. Oh, God, I've done that 1,000 times. I just, I want to say something, or I want to share information with somebody, and I'm like, I didn't do my homework, what's taught me better than anything is just having a Facebook account, because I want to be seen as honest. And, when I post bullshit, or I found out, I fucking admit to it. I fess up to it. I'm like, I just, I was emotional. I saw this, and I thought I'd share it with you, but it turned out it wasn't true. I think it's just an honest way to do things.
We had another weird night tonight where there was like a dislike a long time ago, and it went away. I don't know what the hell happens with that.
I don't know. I'm glad we made that happen. I wonder somebody dislikes your show before it goes on.
I wonder if Chris is having any trouble with that diaper, huh?
Yeah, right. Oh, how long does it take you to diaper? Oh, it's 2 seconds. You know that. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see you.
Something tells me he's doing more than a diaper, because he was told.
You're right. That's what makes me wonder, because you don't just in the middle of the show, you know what I mean? I gotta go change a diaper. It's like, no, you couldn't set aside the hour and a half. Like I could have done that.
I just sent you the picture if you want to download it. I'm about 90% sure that's me, because I do recognize I recognize the black guy that's in the other part of the picture, and I was standing near him at the time with the black cap. I was with him in Iraq, so I just sent I forgot his name, but but the picture's right there. I circled my head,
Oh, I'm gonna circle your head too.
So that's me. I'm about 99% sure that's me, because I recognize my hair creeping up.
Gee, you don't even recognize you. How the hell am I gonna recognize you? Unless I see a picture of your dick.
See my hair, and it's short hair too. I mean, and I remember sweating like a pig out there.
Short dick.
Well, it's a good thing I got all my advertisements and stuff set up tonight, because I needed breaks. I'll tell you that. I'm in some pretty bad tooth pain right now. I gotta complain again.
Yeah, you both are all fucked up. I'm surprised we even went on, so don't even worry about it.
Are you getting cash for those ads? Is that a new thing?
Yeah, I've got it took a little while for the sponsorship to go through, so they're all up now. And,
now they're in.
And it was a good time. It was a good night. I know I kind of just sprung it on you. Hey guys, guess what we're doing tonight? I didn't even tell you. But I'm glad they were here, because I needed these breaks to go in the other room and scream for a second and cry into my hands.
I think we lost Tazovich because he just said that the baby's fussy and Colleen's asleep. So I know.
Oh yeah, well there's nothing you can do about that if she's asleep. That's different. I was thinking she was awake.
Yeah, if she's asleep, it's it's go time.
Hey, shit happens, Someone's got to clean it up.
The first days are so bizarre, because it's like this person wasn't here yesterday and they are now, and it's a real live person. It's very difficult to deal with,
Yeah, the first 5, I want to say the first 4 months are really, you're really going to have a lot of these times, where you got to run or you got to do something. After 4 months, though, Tasevich, you better fucking step your game up. No, I'm serious. No, but anyway, Jesse, you there, man?
Yep.
If I did something, if I like moaned and like did some sexual stuff, like who do you think would come first? That's what I want to know.
Oh, me or Tozvich?
Well, you or Jesse. That's what I want to know.
I do everything you want. It's like, you think you give me 100 more subs? You know?
Oh yeah.
Man, fuck, the chat's gone quiet.
Yeah, chat did go a little quiet.
People killed themselves.
They're all like fucking sending mean tweets to John Cena.
Rick Perry's
You fucking baby killer. We'll fucking find you. No.
Rick Perry's possible new look as he tries to maybe run for president in 2016. God, I will puke all over you.
No, I
guys.
think JBL was adopted by Pat Patterson. Now that I think of it.
Oh.
Isaac Rojas made a best there is, best there was. A bicycle would kill me.
Nice.
Video. You want me to send it to you?
Is it on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Did he send it to you?
He had a picture of the belt earlier that I meant to put up.
Oh god, it's funny.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got.
Oh yeah, here's the belt that Isaac Rojas made. And if you don't know him, he's the guy who makes all my.
He's having relationship problems. Get him on.
I told him to call. I said earlier, give a call.
He's having problems calling, but he has no problems calling me.
Call
make sure you're make sure you're not setting it to automatic straight to voicemail.
I mean, something weird happened ever since I changed from Uvu. All the settings are all fucked up.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that. But make sure I think sometimes you have it. It's straight to it goes straight, because that's the problem I had on my show. I had it going straight to voicemail. People are like, I'm calling, but I'm just getting your fucking message.
No, they should be able to call now. There's nothing blocking anything. I can see it.
Well, if you're still with us, Isaac, I want to hear your girl problems. A bicycle will kill me. Oh
God. Yeah, there's the belt right there. WWE champion, $9.99.
Oh, that's great. I see that. Oh Jesus, you got to put that up. Oh man. Well, my Twitter kind of blew up since I turned it on.
Oh man.
I think if Bret Hart would approve of Uvu.
I don't know how my neck hurts more now.
Is it bad? Well, let's do. We only got. Let's see. How much time do we got? I don't even know, because I fucking got kicked out of the damn room.
It's 1:50 here.
It's 1:50.
The mic.
10 minutes and go. Call it a night.
Yeah, we're all sick on Monetize this tonight. I appreciate everyone being here. Actually, to be honest, if I might have not done tonight, but I just get so many messages of people like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear it," or in the morning I always listen to it. Those things like there's always like 30, 40 people that are like, "Yeah, I don't listen to it live because I can't, but in the morning when I go to work, I listen to it." So then I try to do 2 or 3 hours because I know they're working. They would listen to 6 hours if they could at work, or 8 hours at work. But
I don't mind doing 3 hours. I mean, not tonight. I mean, but I don't mind doing it because it's the same thing as what you're saying. There's certain people like it.
Yeah, so I'm like,
it helps their day get along better.
I know that 30 people are going to listen to this thing, so 300 people rather are going to listen to this thing at least. So I was like, we're doing it
better, man. Every week we seem to be getting more views on these things. Sure. On the Monetize this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, my views are going up too. I mean, a subscriber a day. I think things are. I expect a really big 2015 for us. Nice. I do. Everybody all around.
And then when I reached into the ground and I looked up into the sky, I don't even know what I was just doing. I was trying to do the warrior, and I don't know what the fuck it was. It's like Macho Warrior.
And I gotta say that one of the things I really like about this site, I'm gonna suck up to the fans a little bit. You guys, it's pretty much the same group on live people, and I think it's the real hardcore Joe Cronin guys, and it's cool to do a wrestling show. And I love Joe, but this is a way to kind of interact, because it's more about our personalities and getting along with the listeners. And I think the people that listen to this show are just into who we are, and I just let you know that we're really into who you are too. And my YouTube channel is Shot from the Point. Type it in and you can sub me right away.
Yeah, and you can see
$9.99.
$9.99 for Shot from the Point.
I want an Austin $9.99 shirt or something. $9.99.
Speaking of t-shirts, if you want to scan the QR code, you can go to Busted Tees and you'll get the coupon there. I like Santa Claus is coming. I think that's one of my favorite ones to go with the WWF Panda shirt. A lot of anybody too young doesn't know what that is. The USA is Canada's Mexico. I love that one too. I'm down with that. Click the QR code. You go there, and then of course FanDuel.com as well, or just click that. Oh, then there's the other one. If you want to work on your green screen effects and graphics effects, So what I did was I put all the QR codes on this video right here. So there they are, all 3 of them. So if you don't remember which color goes with which product, you can just have fun guessing and clicking on the QR codes. I think that was the funniest thing of the whole thing. I think Chris Tosevich right now, he's got shit all over his hand. A baby's screaming. Colleen is telling him, like, why can't you just handle this? Why can't you deal with this? And then he's like telling her to be, he's got it, he's cool, be quiet. And then then he takes a Vicodin, and then he lays down with the baby. After he puts the baby back in the crib, then he lays down, takes his pants off, decides to turn Archie Bunker off and instead watch porn and whack off. And then what he does, he dozes asleep, forgets to clean the cum, and then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, there's cum everywhere." If someone else wakes up, they're gonna be like, "What happened here?" So he gets a rag and he cleans it off. And then he remembers about us, so he goes on to see if we're still live, but we're not because it's like hours later. And then he goes, "Oh, I guess I missed it." And then he rolls over and he goes to sleep. And then as he goes to sleep, he immediately wakes up because the baby's crying again, and he's got to change another diaper. That's what I think his night is tonight. I mean, I know that's a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's stuff that used to happen to me.
It'll be one of these nights if it's not tonight.
Let's do this!
Why do you look at me like that? What's going on?
Because you're so full of crap.
Why did I just get crazy feedback when you said that?
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, wow.
Crap. It was like the fucking thing
that
knows.
effect for the show.
Yeah.
You have the fucking microphone on.
It only recognizes demons. you go crap, and all of a sudden it went crap. But like I'm talking, there's no echo. Everyone else is talking, there's no echo. When you talked, there was a crazy demonic echo.
Crap.
Say something again. And then there's a guy in a mask in your house with a butcher's knife and a dildo, and he just
Let's do this!
last thing you want to hear from someone like that.
Oh man, unless it's your thing.
Can you imagine?
What?
Some guys.
Hell yeah! You go get that whole
Some guys in your house, and he's got a knife and a dildo, and you're like, "What's gonna happen?" And he just says, "Let's do this." And then, I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, my face is.
Does he ask you like Lesnar, or does he tell you?
No, he kind of. Well, no, that's the scary thing is he kind of is saying it like a question, which is like even scarier for some reason. Like if he says like "Let's do this," you're like, "Well, okay.
I could run, but I don't know if he's gonna do something worse." But
yeah, you're like, "Well, I'm not gonna do anything with you." But if he's like, "Let's do this," you're like, "Oh my God, he's gonna cut me and fuck me with that dildo." 540, what's up? No, nothing. You got out of here. You heard the dildo.
What if Brock Lesnar showed up with a fucking dildo?
What if that was John Cena? What if that was John Cena? He heard your story and wanted to apologize.
That'd be funny.
Or maybe if you said, "I'm not gonna apologize," but I can appreciate the misunderstanding that you had. But I ain't gonna apologize.
In fact, if you ever interviewed him, I don't think I'd even bring it up.
Oh, I'd bring it up. I'd be like, "Listen, John. 540, what's up?"
What's up, bro?
What's going on? Who's this?
JD, what's up, bro?
Oh, Jack Daniels. What's up, man? I'm doing good.
Hell yeah. What's up, bro?
I'm in some pain, man.
What's up, man? Hell yeah. I've been listening to you for a while, man.
Stop!
What the? Jesus Christ. Well.
What's up, Joe?
What's
you about to end?
You get that P90X 540?
Yes.
You got to get that, man. Tony Horton, he's crazy. The problem with P90X is that I heard is that if you do the workout like too much, like nothing really gets enlarged, but your balls grow. It's really weird. Let's take a call from Mark.
Joe.
What's up, Joe? What's up? I don't know. I just smoked a pack of weed.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Mark?
What's up?
I'll be a pack of weed soon when they start selling it.
Nice.
I love the Gumby photo. It's very suggestive.
What?
Jesus Christ! This is we shouldn't even be on the air tonight.
Yeah.
This is a train wreck of a show. This might be the worst show we ever did.
You think?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go back. You know what? No, your Cena stuff saved it. And there was something funny earlier that I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't our best comedy.
The worst fucking show you ever did was Part Goddamn 2. Enough said.
The fucking he hated the rap battles, which I thought were a riot.
Part 2? What was that?
The rap battles.
The rap battles, it all skipped, and Jaren was on it. Fucking trifecta of a fuckery.
Oh, I don't remember.
Jaren comments in the chat tonight. Everybody wanted me to go off on him again, but I'm done.
No, don't go off on him. Just go to joecronenshow.com.
Hey, I said what I had to say. That's all. I don't even hate the guy, to be honest with you. But, he fucking said something nasty to me. He caught me in the wrong moment.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's doing. I mean, I don't even care. I'm trying not to even mention him.
He said that I had a grudge against him for months, which could have been farther from the truth, because basically all the private conversations we had supporting him until he started acting kooky. And then I said, maybe he's a liability.
Yeah, maybe he's crazy.
Maybe he's crazy. Maybe he's a liability.
I got you know what it is? I think I'm in such. I just don't know what to do because I'm like, oh, my face hurts. Probably gonna die and bleed tonight from the stomach, from the ibuprofen that I've been taking over and over again. I'm probably gonna stomach bleeding and die of a hemorrhage. If I die, everyone, I love you. Thanks for being here. Send money to my family. That's all I'll say.
Can you give me the password to your to Joe Cronin Show, and I'll just I'll Joe Cronin Show in your name.
It's FFY. This really is what it begins with.
Let me write this down.
Yeah.
Hey Gumby, what the fuck do you want? What's so fucking funny? You fucking laugh? What's the matter with you? You joker? What do you got to say for yourself? You're on a radio show.
Hello.
Jesus Christ.
You getting laid,
What are
kid?
these topics that you guys are talking about?
What would you have an opinion on the topics? Feel free to say something, Gumby.
You got a topic?
I don't have topics.
Yeah, this is just like every other phone call. Go ahead.
It's like everything you say to him, he just starts laughing. So it's like the weirdest.
Isn't there anybody else calling in for fuck's sake?
It's like awkwardconversation.com. Like,
funny.
hey,
that is funny.
What's your favorite news story right now? Well, what are you laughing at? Like, no, what's your favorite news story, dude? Do you have anything to say?
What are all these topics?
Don't listen, douchebag, if you don't like it.
No, I love Mark, but I don't know what he's a very weird caller. I don't know.
Well, we have.
No, it was fine, but I'm like, well, elaborate.
You know what you
about
should
the
do?
topics?
You have trouble calling in. You go. I think it was our last show, and I taught Tony from North Boston how to do it, and he had a fucking great call. Maybe one of the better calls we ever got in the show.
Yeah, you did. You held his hand for a second. You said something, and then all of a sudden, bam! We went off on like 20 minutes.
Well, I knew he could talk because he calls me an Xbox all the time.
Yeah,
and I know he's a huge fan, and but hey, you can't. I mean, look, I'm sympathetic with Black Mamba. I mean, you should be able to call and say, hey, what's up? But here's the thing, Black Mamba, you say what's up and get to the fucking point.
Right, yeah, what's up? Anyway, this is what I want to say. But you know what they do is they go, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What's up with you? What's going on?
I don't know. What's up?
I don't know. You know.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
good.
Really?
What'd you think of Raw?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like.
Good.
Well, we're doing the review, so we'll tell you.
That's the best part when they call up and they go, "What'd you think of Raw? What are you talking about? Have you been listening to me the last 30 minutes?" You know what they do is they call up when they weren't listening and they just started listening and then they call up and they go, "What'd you think of Raw? What'd you think when this happened? I've been talking about it. What did you think of it? That's why you're calling. What did you think of it? Is there something you wanted to say about it? You're bringing it up so I can react to it. You're hearing me react for an hour. Yeah, It's like when if I called a sports talk radio station after the Patriots Super Bowl loss in 2007, after the perfect season was over, and somebody was like, "Yo, you see that game?"
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think about the game? Hey, Mike, let me ask you, what did you think about the game? What the fuck do you mean? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna call my local radio station tomorrow.
Yeah.
98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. And the Red Sox played today. I'm gonna figure out what happened. I'm gonna call tomorrow, and I'm gonna say, "What do you think about the game?"
Yeah, see what happens.
I got money that they may not even respond. They might even just hang up on me and just move on to another topic.
Depends on the host.
Or I'm gonna call during Felger. I'm gonna call. You know what I'll do? Fuck that. I'll call during all 3 different shows.
Do DuPont. Call Kevin Paul douchebag DuPont.
Kevin Paul. No, he doesn't have a show. He's just a fucking little Twitter hack bag.
Okay. I want to send a douchebag.
He just skivvies around to the fucking. He gets on, late night TV on Sportsnet, on Nesson or something. He shows up on those shows like as a guest randomly and shit. He doesn't fucking. His opinion on hockey. I mean, he doesn't have much of an opinion anyway to me, and he barely shows up as it is. And
he hates hockey. I want to send that guy a douchebag in the mail.
Yeah, fuck you, Kevin Paul DuPont. You cunt.
You. Fucking.
You don't like.
Now we've got something to go.
You know what Kevin likes is he likes fucking money. That's what he likes, and being a cunt.
I'm a churchgoer, and I have kids stringing vowels together. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Go watch golf then, you fucking idiot.
Jesus, go to your exactly. Go to your golf club.
Kevin Paul DuPont
on fighting in the NHL.
Why don't you respond to any of my tweets, Kevin? How about that? I've been tweeting him for fucking a year. He didn't say a goddamn thing.
He responded to mine.
Bullshit. Oh, really?
Yeah, well, about a year ago.
Oh, I mean...
You were impressed because I had no idea. He goes, and I remember we were doing a show. It was probably the best show we ever did, the Doc Emmerich show on Shot from the Point. And you're like, and I said, yeah, and then this asshole Kevin DuPont, I told him to go stick it up his ass. And you were like, you really got a tweet from Kevin Paul DuPont?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Paul DuPont, that's his name. Kevin Paul DuPont. Kevin Paul DuPont. Yeah, I don't know. He's a Boston writer. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, he's kind of he's well known out here, so it's...
Yeah, I don't know how he was.
But F him, I never...
I did.
A lot of these media guys out here suck. There's a lot of my love, and there's a lot of my just respect out of, how long they've been doing it and stuff. But he's always been one that's just like, I'm like, why is he here? He's like he's totally like the one that's like, why he's never had a thing where he's been a thing. I mean, that's why he's a writer, clearly, because he just... A lot of these writers, they write shit and they never have to answer for it because they think that no one's... if you read everything consistently, none of it would add up. It would all just turn into mush. And so that's... I don't know. I hate fucking reading that shit. Reading sports. I mean, like, some of the guys write good articles, but... I don't know. Maybe he's a good writer. He seems like he's... Oh, God. Ugh. I don't want to hear his opinions on hockey. Maybe he's got some on golf that I'd like to hear, but that's about it.
Somebody, that Gumby just wrote me. He goes, Jesus Christ, you guys are feeling the hate. And I just wrote him back, I hate you. That's my favorite Batista moment. By the way, I like Batista. I always thought he was fucking a lot of fun.
I like him in real life, I think.
Yeah.
In real life, him on the show.
Like, you ever see that clip on YouTube? He's like, oh, Batista, I hate you. And he turns around and goes, I hate you too.
Yeah. Well, the best was the WrestleMania press conference, the awkward press conference when he came out. Like, no one else brought attention to it, but it was...
I don't know why I'm here.
It was awkward.
I don't give a shit.
And bizarre. It was bizarre. And
that was awesome, though.
And
I loved it.
Batista was just like, yeah, so this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, you guys should be booing me, I guess. Like, here, let me help you. Boo! You suck. You got your jeans are in your ass. Like,
I told Gumby to call back. Take his call if he calls back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
We can laugh some more at nothing.
Yeah, we'll give him a fresh fucking start.
Well, no, but so you're not getting any other fucking calls right now?
No.
Who's gonna call it?
I'm seeing some calls.
There's people watching.
No, they're calling. I wanted to get Rojas about whatever his problem was, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take...
He's always... He says to me, "We'll call the number." I mean, and by the way, Rojas, if you're a big Ranger fan, I have I got a phone number in your neighborhood. I got a 718 number, Brooklyn. So you can call me anytime.
Yeah, I like that you have a real number now.
Yeah, it's so cool. Nobody's used it yet, so.
Explain.
I did get a caller from Montreal last week, though.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I got a call over Montreal.
Would like to talk to him.
Oh, they're filleting themselves over the PK Subban signing, which is funny because I mean, they oversigned him by market rate. I'm not one of these guys like PK. Good job for PK. But I mean, look, they have a lot less cap movement now, and it's just going to fuck over the Canadians if they want to bring other defensemen because they more than PK.
Yeah, I can't wait to I can't wait to hear all the interviews we're gonna have to hear next year with fucking Pierre Maguire. I'm gonna have to listen to him coming on fucking PK Subban while he interviews him. That's great.
Yeah, because he's probably jealous of the money he's making.
No, because he wants to fuck him.
Yeah, Mark says he's gonna call back.
Go listen to Pierre Maguire's fucking
I'm already here.
shit with PK Subban. He's just coming all over the place.
Here, all right, what you got? What's on your mind, son? Oh my God.
Nothing really.
Oh, okay. All right.
Joe, I have a question for you, actually.
Oh, you do have something on your mind.
Yeah.
That's all right. Let's hear it.
For Monday Night on Raw, we're going back to wrestling for a bit. You said you saw when that kid hugged Roman Reigns, right?
I didn't see it live. I had to go back and watch it.
Yeah, but did you see like the reaction of Roman Reigns? And he like when the kid hugged him, he like lifted up his arms and he was like, "What do I do? Like I don't know what to do."
He probably didn't want to get sued for touching him. He's probably worried about it. Like I'm gonna hug you, but I don't want to. I don't want to go to jail.
That's Roman Reigns. That's just how he is. If you ask him to do a promo that he didn't rehearse, if you ask him to do a moveset he didn't rehearse, what do I do? And that's just the way he is. I think that's just him in life.
Yeah.
He's nothing against him. It's just a timid guy. That's what part of the reason I don't think he should be the guy.
He will not be on the top of the card that long. He'll be one of these guys.
Oh, no, he's the next. No. Wait, who are we talking about now?
Roman Reigns. I don't think.
He's gonna be the fucking next big thing because he's gonna be their crossover. He's The Rock's fucking blood. He's gonna be in movies.
I don't think so. I think that he will come.
I don't think that either.
I think
I'd see him in a movie before I'd see him in a wrestling ring.
Maybe.
Personally.
I don't think he has the personality to carry it to the next level. I don't think he has the personality.
I think Ambrose is going to be that next guy.
I hope so. That'd be awesome. I mean, that's too much, and that's not like WWE though. That's the problem. That's why I don't think they'll do it. But I agree with you. I mean, that'd be perfect. We'd all stop complaining. We'd all have something to talk about every Monday night. It'd be awesome.
I still want to see that Shield triple threat match. How about that?
Oh yeah, that would
be awesome.
Didn't they just have like a little squash match at Mania or something?
Yeah, it was weird. Remember that? It was yeah, we were like, what the hell? They got kind of screwed. We thought we were going to get some big epic thing.
My God, they could have had a 20, 30-minute match between the, have it be an elimination one or some shit, That'd have been awesome.
Yeah, instead their match was quick. They just destroyed and it was over.
Yeah.
And speaking of Shield, I think Rollins is going to cash in at SummerSlam.
You don't think that's too predictable?
It did it last.
I mean, for them to do it a second year in a row, I mean, I think I've been thinking that they could do it.
They should put it up on the line.
I hope they do because I'll make a ton of money and we'll get a lot of ratings.
They should have a fucking SummerSlam. I think he should drop that fucking thing to Ambrose. I think that thing makes it interesting. Have him fight back and forth with it a few.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Daniel Bryan isn't back for the Rumble this year, it's going to get interesting with maybe Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins,
I think somehow when he cashes it in, Dean should fuck him over when it happens.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, we've been thinking that like he's going to cash it in, then Dean comes
out
of
nowhere. And then
neither
one of them gets the fucking title shot. Maybe they do something else with that, but it puts them in a huge feud for now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be fun. But I don't know. I don't think they're going to cash in this early. There's so much more time they could dole that bad boy out.
Yeah.
Their feud is captivating.
They just fucking got rid of a lot of people on the roster, a lot of people in the company. A lot of money's bleeding out. They need to keep something like that people care about. If you get rid of it, what do we have to look forward to now?
Yeah, get us keep talking about it for a year,
That's what I'd do in the situation that the company's in anyway, at this point.
Bleeding money.
They really are. It's weird. But I'll tell you what, the stock is going up. I told you last week it's going up, and it's continuing to go up. I wish I had bought stock again.
broker.
Because it's going up, and you know something with them
Going up because of the potential of the international WWE company. I would
exactly.
Yep.
It goes overseas. You know, I would dish that immediately and turn that shit over immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta buy it now, and then hope that the minute it starts going down, when it goes down a second time, that's when you sell it. You know,
everybody's like, you know, like all the WWE fans in Europe are freaking out, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get it, except in Germany, they have to work the details out with the fucking German government as usual.
Yeah, right.
We're probably not gonna get it till 2015. You know,
WWE, we said, you know, they were thinking about it, and they panicked. They just were like, remember, they were like, you know, they'll be announcing that at some point later, and you're like, oh god, like it's gonna be forever. And then
WWE's also gonna start putting, I think, ads into the like outside ads into the fucking network.
Yeah,
they don't
commercials.
Don't advertise the network on the German broadcast. I mean, they do everything to cover it the fuck up.
If they want it to be done in Germany, I'm sure WWE will find a way to negotiate it to make it faster because they want the exposure out there.
They will, but the bureaucracy they're going to have to, the government bureaucracy that I anticipate that have to cut through is a lot more than what is in other countries. I mean, look at the thing, the limitations that I have with the internet and broadcasting on YouTube, what have you. So I expect them to give them a pretty hard time about something like that. It's one of these things, like it's a payoff. Vince is going to have to pay some fucking Hans Fritzl over here, you know, and then it'll be done.
He's got money stashed away for that. He's got Plan B and Plan C already in his back pocket, but he doesn't want to have to use them.
I think if Vince McMahon stepped into Germany, he'd be the second smartest person here. I mean, he's got it over these people like a 10, you know. And he knows business better. The Europeans don't do business like Americans. We're way better at it than they are. And the only one that's better than us are those Jews!
All you no good Jews out there.
Oh man, I love you guys. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
get the hell out of here. Get to bed. Thanks for watching Monetize this week. Next week is up in the air. I'll let you guys know. Make sure to click the like button. Stick the thumb. What?
I want to plug. Hey, hit me on Twitter. Tommy C SFTP. Tommy C SFTP at Tommy C SFTP on Twitter. Love to hear from everybody, and I usually talk to you back unless you're a dick. And even if you're a dick, you're kind of fun to me. And of course, my dumb channel. If you're a hockey fan, search Shot from the Point. We do live shows and shit. Talk to you later, bitches.
Yeah, hockey season's starting up, so I'm gonna be jumping over to Tommy's show every once in a while on Shot from the Point. So go look him up and go sub. And thanks to Jesse for being here, baby. Thank you, Jesse.
Woo!
Woo! I'm good. Pepsi. Good night.
That's why your mouth hurts.
Subscribe and click the like button. More videos tomorrow on wrestling. This was Monetize This, number 13. Unlucky number 13. I wonder what that has to do with things.
Hey, fuck that. That's a great number.
I killed somebody who was wearing a 13 shirt once. They never caught me.